They are marginalized. They don't get that much attention. Some people think that mangrove environment is dirty if they compare it to other ecosystems. So they think that it's, not as beautiful. I am a marine biologist. I have a degree in biology and a master's in marine science, and I also did my PhD work on seagrass. I focus my research at USJ on the ecology and biology of the mangroves. And we have been doing this research for more than 10 years already. In the past, we started with the ecology, just identifying the species and the status of the mangroves. And then it evolved into looking at how mangroves can remediate water pollution, because they can. So they are actually like natural wastewater they are like natural wastewater treatment plants. So they can clean up, for example, coastal water pollution. They can help remediate pesticides, heavy metals, nutrients, you name it. They are amazing. They are very important. They provide a lot of, we call this ecosystem services. For example, climate change mitigation and adaptation. They can protect the city from, impact of storm surge or big waves, for example. But unfortunately, they are marginalized compared to, for example, coral reefs or other ecosystems that are more beautiful aesthetically. There's a very diverse group of animals and other plants in the mangroves. So actually the mangroves in Macau is very important as habitat for a lot of species of birds, for example, especially during the season. So there are many migratory birds that come to the mangroves. I think based on records in 2022, there are around 190 species of birds, and one of these is the black-faced spoonbill, which is an endangered species, a migratory bird that comes from the north. And then usually they migrate during this winter season to feed, and Macau is a very important spot for this migration. And also other species of marine life like crabs or shrimps, a lot of shellfish, around 300 something species of insects. If you love seafood, you must love mangroves, because mangroves provide habitat or nurseries for the baby fishes, baby shrimps, crabs, etc. Yeah, so they are nursed in the mangrove before they actually go out into the open. Actually, majority of the mangrove forest or patches of the mangroves are in Taipa, Kotai, and Kulawan. So that stretch from Taipa to Kulawan, around 4 kilometers of the coastline is covered with mangrove forest. Actually, very interesting story, because if you are familiar with Kotai is a reclaimed area, right? So these mangroves used to be in the original coastline, in that area where the old Taipa Houses Museum is located. So they used to be there, and then they literally transplanted these mangroves to where they are now in the Ecozone 2. So it's a very successful project. Yeah, and as long as I think this area is not touched or not, not bothered anymore, if they just let the forest grow, I think, yeah, it will expand. Yeah, so they don't even plant there. Yeah, it's natural recruitment. Yeah, the Ecozone 2 is, it's expanding on its own without planting anymore. But the government also has a restoration site in Ba, where we actually do regular mangrove planting every year in March. So my team, our team at ISE, has been, actively participating in the yearly planting. So usually it's within the Macau Greenway. Yeah, usually I would recruit student and staff volunteers to do this, and it's very successful. So survival rate is, I think, at least 90% or more than 90% survival rate. Yeah, so it's a very good restoration. The mangroves especially in Taipa, close to the bridge, those are all planted. Yes, and then the ones in Ecozone were transplanted before, but we can see that some are already naturally growing because they're not planting on that side. I believe that our research should also be translated into action. And it's through awareness campaigns, for example, or through outreach activities. So we also do a lot of outreach activities with the local schools, with the community. So we've been doing a lot of promotional campaigns about the value and the importance of mangroves. There's a lot of work to be done.